Hey everyone, Ryan here and welcome to another BGP Game Dev Vlog. Today's topic is the progress on Popcorn Rocket 1 year later. I started development on Popcorn Rocket in September of 2021, learning tutorials on Unity, but the tutorials I was learning from were outdated and I felt that Unity was too complicated for me at the time, so I switched over to Game Maker Studio and found some tutorials that were a bit easier to follow. I started Popcorn Rocket under the name Retro Rockets, which I showed in a previous vlog. Around November of 2021, I started commissioning art, sprites, and music, along with writing the game design document and the script. I think it took until May of 2022 to get all the sprite work done, and I'm still getting art and music done at the time of this video recording. As for the actual game itself, the majority of the game is complete, but mostly in beta form. However, the entire game is playable from beginning to end, along with the ending and the credits. At the time of this recording, I would probably consider the game about 60%-ish complete right now, and I'm working on the bonus modes that unlock when you finish the game. So here's a major list of the things that need to be done. I'm still missing a ton of sound effects for certain things, and when I get the bonus modes finished, I'll start playing through the game again and start adding them in. A big chunk of the music is done, but not all of it. My awesome composer Christopher, who's been with Battle Geek Plus since the beginning and has done a lot of the themes used in past videos, is working very hard, but he does have a family with a kid and a day job, and music does take time, but I know he will always deliver me a super awesome product in the end, and that makes the wait much more worth it. And not all of the voiceover has been recorded yet. I only had enough in my budget to cover the 4 main leads and a few of the villains over the year, but in 2023 I do plan on holding auditions for the rest of the characters. I've had to balance putting money into my other business venture that's not gaming or geek related, but by January of 2023 I should have a bit more in my budget to hire more voice actors. So if you're a voice actor watching this, make sure to pay attention to my Twitter at @RyanMolina for details when I do Popcorn Rocket casting calls. And I've been having an issue trying to get music to play properly again after restarting a level. For some reason, when I restart a level, the music doesn't play again, but I'm getting close to figuring out this issue, but I haven't made it a big priority. And once I get all the bonus mode stuff done, I'll definitely work on this issue. I want to go through the entire game a few times and fix and tweak enemy patterns and bosses. I have to admit the game is definitely very difficult in typical shmup fashion, and I feel a few certain enemy patterns can throw some players off guard. For testing, I've enabled infinite lives, and now I need to go through the game again a few times with only limited lives to see how it all flows. Right now for testing, all the bosses only have 10 hit points, and I'll probably adjust their patterns when I set them to higher hit points and see how I could survive against them. I also have to make sure the game saves your progress correctly, so when you stop playing, you can resume at the level you left off at. I haven't looked too deeply into this as I've been playing and testing the game in kind of scattered chunks. I'll only make a build of the 5th level and play it over and over without attaching the other levels and so on. I also plan to have achievements for the game, and while I don't think this will be very hard to implement them in-game, I have to learn how to make them integrate with Steam's achievement system, and then when I get the game ported to consoles, I have to learn how to implement them with PlayStation trophies and Xbox achievements. Luckily for the Nintendo Switch, I can just use the in-game achievements since the Switch doesn't have an achievement system. I haven't really looked into this yet as the game is still incomplete, so I may leave this for last. And very surprisingly, I don't have a title screen yet at the time of this recording. This is what the current title screen looks like right now, and it's a menu system that I downloaded and modified, which is super basic, but I will have a real title screen soon once I get all the bonus material done. I also need to do a massive amount of debugging and fixing glitches because oh boy, game dev is so full of these, and I'll definitely get into more detail about this in a future vlog. So even though I've made a ton of progress on the game within a year, there's still a ton of work that needs to be done, and I'm still shooting for a fall of 2023 release. I'm very surprised the game has come this far and ended up so much better than I could possibly imagine. If I can get the game done earlier, the better, but game development is really hard and very unpredictable, and I'll definitely cover that in a future vlog. So if there's any updates or delays, I will definitely let you know. I do feel like the finish line is in sight, and I'm very excited to launch my first commercial game. So wish me the best of luck, everyone. So that ends this BGP Game Dev Vlog, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later, gamers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out these other videos, and also make sure to follow me on social media and check out the official Battle Geek Plus website. Take care.